There's a big pile of leaves. So that's his nest right there. Today in the wood yard, this wood is leaving the wood yard. Coming up right now. So today we've got 3 deliveries right away this morning, and then I got a couple for tomorrow. But we're supposed to get a big steaming buttload, pant load full of snow tonight. So I got to do some work in the wood yard to get things squared away so that when I snow blow, I'm not wood chipping all of the chunks of wood that are laying in the way where I need to snow blow. So I got to make sure things are tidy before that happens. So what I'm going to do this morning is my first delivery is for 2 face cords, or 2/3 of a cord, and I'm going to get it from this wood right here, this area right in here, because I started eating into this the last time I did deliveries a couple days ago. And so today I'm going to load this up right away this morning and go deliver this one. And then I've got 2 singles or 2 1/3 cord deliveries, and every single one of these people is a repeat. They've already bought once or twice this year. Actually, one lady, this one I'm going to deliver to first, this will be her 3rd 2-face cord load. She buys 2 at a time, and then both of the other ones are singles, and I've delivered to one guy I think 5 times. About once a month he orders a load of wood, pretty much year round. And so yeah, he's been home a lot, working from home, so they have fires inside. In the summer they have fires outside, so he never gets more than a face cord or 1/3 of a cord at a time. And the other guy, this will be his second load I think, yeah, this year. So anyway, here we go, we're loading wood right now. It's a thing of beauty. 2 face cords, or 2/3 of a cord, are in the trailer. And yeah, this is going to a lady that heats her house with wood. She raises dogs for a living. She does labradoodles, not labradoodles, golden doodles, and some other little bitty things. I don't know what they are, but they're cute little guys. Anyway, that's what she does, and she has a lot of dogs. So while I was loading this load up, I took it from right in here, I have noticed that there's been a lot of possum tracks in the snow, because there's always possums around here. And this is all possum tracks right through here and coming right down into the under the pallet here. So when I got into this section right here, I could see this dirt all piled up, so I knew something had been digging there. So I dug down inside, and right in here, I'll show you, there's a big hole right here. There's a big pile of leaves. So that's his nest right there, because that's quite deep. It goes down quite a ways. It's got it all dug out. So I think I've just displaced him. He's now homeless. He's gonna have to go somewhere else. But they wander around out here all the time. I see them at night sometimes, and they're always out here. So anyway, we're gonna go deliver this load right now. Here we go, down the road to go get a couple of Uncle Benjamins. I'm back from the delivery you saw me just do, and you probably noticed I had the trailer tipped up and I had the doors closed. And so what I do is I back up right to the garage, and she's got 2 single doors with the divider down the middle. So I back right up into the middle of that just so there's enough room for us to get in there. And then we just grab the pieces and we stack them right on the inside where the divider goes. That's what she does all the time, so it works good for her. That way she can still use her garage. And so yeah, there was 3 of us there stacking, so it went really fast. She's got a guy that comes in and helps her do her chores and stuff because she's got lots of dogs. Like I said, she raises, she's a breeder. She's got 2 different breeds, and then she's got horses and peacocks and cows and all kinds of stuff. So we unloaded it, stacked it right there. I always get paid for that. So now my next order I'm going to do is a single face cord, or 1/3 of a cord. So I'm going to load that up right now, and then we're going to go deliver that. Here we go. I have produced yet another fine load of oak, and it's on its way to its new home, and it's going to be very happy there, I'm quite sure. There it is. Down the road we go. I'm back in the wood yard, and that last delivery and the one before it both gave me $20 tips. Sweet! It's awesome to be liked. I like it when people give me extra money. It's pretty cool. So anyway, the next load we're gonna do is gonna go from this pile into the truck. So here we go, loading it up again. Another beautiful load ready to go to its new home. Here we go. We are back in the wood yard. I got done with my last delivery, and now what I'm going to do is this little stuff here that I split yesterday, I'm going to load that into the truck because my first delivery tomorrow morning is to a lady that wants little bitty pieces. She wants very small stuff. So I'm going to load all this in, and then I've got some over on the other side of the splitter over there, and I'm going to split some of that down a little bit smaller, and I'm going to make a 1/3 of a cord or a face cord load in here, and then I'm going to cover it up and close up my tailgate because we're supposed to get like snow. I know they said 4, 5, maybe 6 inches. It just depends if it goes more north, more south. And then I got to do some yard cleanup. I'm going to take these chunks, get those picked up, kind of clean up this stuff in here because I'm going to be doing snow blowing. So I'm going to walk around and make sure all my areas are cleaned up so I don't have sticks and chunks of wood and stuff, so that I don't hit it with the snow blower and turn the snow blower into a wood chipper. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to get this stuff loaded up, and we're going to do a little bit of splitting. So what I'm doing is closing this up. There it is. It's in the back of the truck, and I'm just closing it up because we're supposed to get a bunch of snow tonight and then tomorrow morning, and I'm delivering this right away in the morning, so I'm going to get it covered up so no snow gets on it, so it stays nice and dry and pretty. So there you go. It's loaded. Now I got to do a little bit of splitting because the order right after this, they're paying to have the pieces split down even smaller, so I'm going to split some more stuff down just a little bit for the next order. So what I did was I went over to this pile of the stuff that I split just the other day, and I plucked out all the chunks and cookies you see I got here in the wheelbarrow, and there's more to go. And I threw the pieces that are over here that are dry, and I'm going to split those down so they're smaller like these pieces that were already small enough, all these little tiny guys here. So I'm going to take the wheelbarrow now and go do a little dumpelnitsky. That's what I'm going to call it. And I'm going to go dump it in the new cookie pile, which is way back this way. You'll see. So here is the new cookie pile. And the reason it's the new cookie pile is the old cookie pile is last year's wood, and it's all covered up and it's pretty big. So I'm just going to start throwing cookies back this way, so then as this wood here sells, we'll just kind of build it in here. It's kind of a shaded area, so it's kind of where I'm going to put the junk wood anyway. So this is where it's going to be. Just going to throw it back here, and then eventually what I'd like to do is to build a pallet rack. I'm going to do 2 boards on the bottom, or 2 pallets on the bottom, 2 pallets on the sides, and then pallets across the back. So it's basically like a great big bucket of pallets, and that way it'll keep it off the ground and I can get it higher and it won't be just all spread out. So that's one of the jobs I'm going to do probably in the spring when the snow melts, and I'll have one of my helpers load them in instead of me doing it, because it's just chucking wood is all it is. So there it is. Well, I've gone through and I've dug through and got all the chunks out of there that were the dry stuff, and I stacked them right here because I'm going to resplit these down smaller yet. And I filled up a wheelbarrow on my way back from dumping off cookies, and I got a pile started there, the really small stuff already right there. And I'm going to basically need to come up with a face cord or a third of a cord in that pile. I got plastic down, I'm going to cover it with a tarp, and I got to get going because it's already, I don't know, it's got to be after 4:15. I don't know, 4:30. It gets dark like at 5:50 or 4:45. So I only got 15, 20 minutes, half hour tops, and it's going to be getting dark. So I got to get splitting. Darkness is upon us. Well, I got the splitting done. I got a little pile over here, so I'm sure I got at least a third of a cord or a face cord. It's probably almost a half of a cord. So I'm sure I got plenty. I just wanted to make sure I had enough because tomorrow we're supposed to get all that snow, and I want to make sure that I had enough to do for that delivery so I don't have to be out here in the snow doing it. So I put plastic down on the bottom. As you can see, there's plastic down there, and I got a big tarp here. I'm going to throw over the top of it, and it'll be covered up, so it'll be good. And my other load is already in the truck for in the morning. I'm going to cover the splitter up, and you know what you're going to do. Yes, you're correct. You're going to poke some buttons. Like, subscribe, share, all those good things. Hit the bell. You know what to do. You're a highly skilled professional, I'm sure. So tomorrow, I will be back in the wood yard. I know you're going to be. You're going to be here with me because it's a fun place to be. That is it for today. Good night, Irene.